Welcome to this explainer. Look, if you've ever felt that sudden, stomach-dropping panic when an unpredictable economic cycle hits your business out of nowhere, well, you are definitely in the right place. Today, we're looking at how the absolute best companies out there don't just survive economic volatility, they actually see the storm coming first. And more importantly, they use that foresight to win. We're going to break down how you can lead a business through these cycles without the panic, using the exact data and strategies outlined in our source material. So let's just dive right into it. Here's our roadmap for the next few minutes. We'll cover the fog of business, compare lagging versus leading indicators, and then unpack two massive metrics, the Industrial Production Index and Capital Goods New Orders. After that, we'll talk about trend lines over headlines, and finally, turning all this insight into action.
Section 1. The Fog of Business and Navigating Uncertainty.
The quote here really hits the nail on the head. In every industry, there are moments when business leaders feel like they are driving through fog. I mean, think about what happens when you hit a thick bank of fog on the highway. What do? You tense up, right? You tap the brakes, you grip the steering wheel just a little bit tighter, simply because you have absolutely no idea what's 10 feet in front of you. Well, running a business is the exact same way. When orders start fluctuating, or customers suddenly slow down, when hiring becomes completely uncertain and capital spending gets delayed, your anxiety skyrockets. And it's just because no one's fully sure what's actually coming next. So the question isn't whether economic cycles are going to happen. We know for a fact they always do. The real question is, will your company see them coming early enough to actually prepare? Especially in industries like manufacturing and heat treating, being proactive isn't just nice to have, it's literally survival. Moving on to Section 2, lagging versus leading indicators, or as I like to call it, stop looking in the rearview mirror. You know, it's wild, but most companies actually manage their business using lagging indicators. We're talking about things like last month's sales, your current backlog, recent profits, or yesterday's production numbers. The glaring problem here? Lagging indicators only tell you where you've already been. Trying to steer a company this way is literally like driving down the highway while staring strictly into your rearview mirror. Eventually, you're going to crash. Leading indicators, on the other hand, are like your fog lights. They help you anticipate changes so you can see exactly where the business is heading long before those shifts ever hit the shop floor. So why do these leading indicators matter so much in the real world? Well, when you understand what's happening upstream in the economy, it's kind of like having a superpower. You can adjust your staffing plans way earlier. You can prep your inventory and purchasing strategies so you aren't caught short or worse, overstocked. You can manage your cash flow effectively, make much smarter capital investments, and, maybe most importantly, you can communicate with total confidence to your employees and your bankers. Tracking these indicators replaces fear and emotional decision-making with absolute clarity. Because this early warning system is so incredibly vital, major industry associations are putting some serious money behind it. Take the Metal Treating Institute, or MTI. They invest over $50,000 every single year into forward-thinking economic forecasting tools. And they do this to make sure their members have access to the absolute best, most accurate, industry-specific foresight available. They are definitely not leaving their members out there to navigate the fog all alone. But here's a number that should really make you sit up and take notice. 94.7%. That is the accuracy rating of MTI's economic forecasting partner, ITR Economics, when they predict the economy up to 4 quarters out. Think about that for a second. When you have data that's nearly 95% accurate a full year in advance, you can build absolute rock-solid trust in your strategic planning. You're not guessing anymore, you're preparing based on high-probability facts. All right, Section 3, the Industrial Production Index. Let's check the manufacturing pulse. So the U.S. Industrial Production, or IP Index, measures the real output of manufacturing, mining, and utilities across the entire United States. Why is this so crucial? Well, for industries like heat treating that support a massive array of manufacturing sectors, this index is basically the ultimate pulse check. It answers one fundamental question: is the broader manufacturing economy expanding or is it contracting? And the reason we watch this so closely is because it triggers these massive cascading ripple effects. When industrial production rises, OEM, or original equipment manufacturer, demand expands. That causes supply chains to speed up, and eventually, heat treating demand follows right along. On the flip side, when it starts slowing down, the exact opposite happens. Manufacturing activity contracts, new production schedules soften, and supply chain demand cools off. But here is the real kicker for heat treaters. They often feel that impact months later. Because they're so deeply connected to industrial manufacturing, watching the IP index essentially gives them a massive, crucial head start. Moving on to Section 4, Capital Goods New Orders. This is all about tracking future confidence. The U.S. Non-Defense Capital Goods New Orders metric tracks business investment activity. More specifically, it looks at orders for machinery, equipment, technology, and production assets, excluding anything defense-related. The big takeaway here is this. When manufacturers are perfectly willing to write massive checks for new equipment and production capacity, it signals incredible confidence in their future demand. I mean, nobody buys millions of dollars in automation if they think the market's about to tank, right? In practice, strong orders translate directly into expansion plans, aggressive automation investments, and whole new manufacturing programs. That means long-term growth confidence, paving the way for strong future opportunities in sectors like aerospace, automotive, and heavy equipment. But if capital goods orders start to weaken significantly, it's a huge red flag, signaling delayed investments, slower expansion, and reduced production confidence. And here's why knowing this is basically a superpower. In a lot of cases, this specific indicator gives you actionable insight 6 to 12 months before broader economic shifts become visible to anyone else. Just imagine having a 6-month head start on your competitors. It's a total game changer. Section 5. Trend lines, not headlines. Time to filter out the noise. Look, one of the single biggest mistakes business leaders make is reacting to headlines. The daily news cycle is designed to do exactly one thing: create emotion. A single month of data is usually just noise. It rarely tells the whole story, but it will absolutely make you panic if you let it. The really smart companies, they look at trend lines instead. Economic indicators provide objective insight based on consistent, multi-month signals. You really have to train yourself to ignore the panic-inducing news and stay intensely focused on the objective data. To actually build that strategic clarity, there are a few crucial trend questions leadership teams need to be constantly asking themselves. First, is industrial production trending upward or downward over time? Second, are capital goods orders accelerating or slowing down? Third, are our customers investing right now or are they getting cautious? And finally, is demand broadening across multiple sectors or is it just isolated to one or two? Honestly, answering these questions based on multi-month trends is what allows leadership teams to make strategic decisions with total, unwavering confidence. And finally, Section 6, turning insight into action. Let's talk about proactive leadership. You see, economic shifts rarely just happen overnight. There were always signals leading up to them. And the companies that consistently outperform everyone else during tough cycles, they follow a very clear playbook. Step 1, they see the slowdown early because they're watching those leading indicators. Step 2, because they saw it early, they can protect their cash flow and adjust their hiring way before it's too late. Step 3, they manage their inventory tightly and aggressively start diversifying their customer exposure. And Step 4, and this is really where market share is won, they invest strategically while all their competitors are sitting around hesitating in fear. That is exactly how you turn insight into real action. Look, in a decade filled with things like labor shortages, rapid AI advancements, and wild economic volatility, you just cannot afford to operate blindly. To get your hands on these exact tools, log into your account at heattreat.net. From there, just click on Economic Forecast to check out the quarterly webcasts. You can also head over to the resource library and search 2026 Economic to download the full, highly detailed 24-page report. And of course, if you ever get stuck, you can always shoot an email over to info@heattreat.net with any questions. So I want to leave you with one final thought here. Knowing everything we've just covered today, are you going to let the fog of daily headlines and lagging indicators dictate your future? Or are you going to use leading indicators to see the storm first, prepare your business, and ultimately win? The data is out there, the fog lights are on. It is entirely up to you to actually look at the road ahead. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. And hey, here is to navigating your future with absolute clarity.